She's reverting the tendons and cords in her neck. It looks like she has 6 of them, which matches the newborn. I know that the big one on the side is a tendon or muscle, but I'm not sure if the ones in front are tendons or folds in the skin. They may need skin folds there to accommodate the throat as it expands, which you saw in the previous frames. The one running straight up the side is definitely a tendon or muscle, and you'll see that coming up. The curved one that runs across the throat is either a tendon or vein. Generally, tendons don't curve, but we've seen some very unusual things about their anatomy, so I suppose anything is possible. These 3 are reverting the primary tendon or muscle which runs from the outer end of the clavicle to the jaw. There's also a secondary smaller tendon that branches off above it and connects to a higher position on the jaw. Looking at the shoe on the right, you can see that the reptilian tendon crosses over the quote-unquote human sternocleidomastoid muscle, but that's not a real muscle. It's just a shape generated on the surface to imitate a human muscle. Also notice on the one in the middle that her earring has been absorbed into her neck. When they morph their cells, they take on a fluid-like state which allows them to pass through porous materials or absorb objects they're in contact with. That's what you're seeing here. You can see the same V-shaped formation on the newborn, the large primary tendon or muscle, with the smaller tendon branching off above. There's no question that's part of a muscle, either a tendon or belly. It's certainly much too large to be a vein. Michael Clark Duncan is reverting the same tendon in his neck, and as we've seen before, he has that depressed area between the tendon and trapezius muscle. That looks very similar to the newborn's here. He also has a bump at the corner of his jaw, and the newborn has the same kind of bump there, just bigger. This one has several pronounced bumps on his jaw, the biggest one at the corner. These are either muscles or scale segments, but what's absolutely certain is that they're not part of human anatomy.